What's up, guys? Rome God here, and we've got some Monster Hunter Wilds news I want to go over. I've been playing this game, World and Rise, for a few years now, and I really got into the franchise. Yeah, I kind of want to address the elephant in the room first. I know a lot of people on Reddit and the Steam community were really concerned about the minimum specs and to achieve a medium output with barely getting 60 frames. It seemed a little egregious, but I got a few articles here. All of them I'll link in the description below. They ask, finally let me ask you this, and it's the last question of the interview. The recommended specs have already been released, but what kind of specs are necessary to play comfortably at 60 frames a second? And Sujimoto says, sorry, I can't answer that question right now because it's still in development. If I say anything now, it might be a lie. I'll give you the exact figures once the release date gets closer. Now, I found this very interesting. I scoured the internet for way more time than I'm willing to admit. And the rumor mill, the vibe I'm getting from this, the leaks, a few people have said they're using Dragon's Dogma 2, because it's the same engine, as kind of like a guinea pig for this, right? So they want to see how it performs on that level of an open world. So I know for a fact that Wilds is a much more scaled down world than Dragon's Dogma 2 is, but Capcom is using that game to gauge how the engine performs and how it does, and player feedback. And I mean, even to this day, if you go to the Dragon's Dogma 2 Steam page, the reviews are kind of brutal. I mean, people to this day are still, they complain about it all the time. So yeah, that's my take on it. And they're not going to say when this is going to be done, because they're still going to optimize it. I mean, I think they heard it loud and clear. People aren't too happy. Moving on, multiplayer aspects of the game. I actually did not know this. Different interview with Takuda. They ask, how does the simple camp added in the game work in multiplayer? I was concerned about this because where's the gathering hub? You know, the hubs are less of an impact now. And Takuda says, only the host has a right to place a camp. Therefore, the characters of invited guests cannot place a camp. There's also a limit to the number of camps the host can place, but the number itself increases as the game progresses. And I'm assuming that's the core game. That's the main story. Also, once the limit is reached, you cannot build a new camp until you have demolished another camp somewhere else. However, there's a demolition work itself. It's done by the base camp people, and you can manage your camp from there. And there's definitely going to be a camp metagame. There's definitely going to be camps on cliffs where you can just spawn in, jump off, insta-mount a monster. There's going to be cheese to this. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to do it at launch, because I'm assuming this will be changed, patched, limited. You know, they're going to moderate it in some manner. I'm assuming. The next article comes from, I'm assuming it's the same interview, just got cut off on the website I was on. Arex Gaming, their channel's really good. They do a lot of good work over there. Another question, huge concern I had with the game as a bow player. Although we can carry two different weapons, the equipment on our body should only be compatible with one of the weapons, right? Will this affect the usage rate of the other weapon? And Takuda responds, for this part of the adjustment, this time we adjusted the mechanism to equip attack-related skills to weapons. When switching weapons, the skills on the weapons will automatically be activated. In addition, skill combination can be matched through accessories adjustment, so that when switching different types of weapons, you can switch to the equipment that is compatible with another weapon. So a few articles I read, and again, these are translations, so they're going to be a little rough. They may not be exact. The gist I'm getting it was an accessory, like a necklace that you can equip. That wraps it up. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do a few more videos on this. Big Monster Hunter fan myself, but I'll see you in the next one, boys. Peace.